Have you ever wondered why some people struggle to trust? Why some constantly seek validation? Or why others push people away the moment they get too close? Maybe the adult you became started forming long before you even understood the world. Because childhood doesn't just disappear. It quietly follows you into adulthood through your fears, your habits, your relationships, and the way you see yourself. Psychologist John Bowlby believed that the emotional bond between a child and their caregiver shapes how they connect with people later in life. If a child grows up feeling safe, heard, and loved, they often become adults who trust easily and express emotions openly. But when love feels inconsistent, cold, or emotionally distant, the child learns something dangerous. Love is uncertain. I have to earn affection. I shouldn't trust people completely. And without realizing it, those beliefs quietly become part of adulthood. That's why some adults overthink every text message, why some fear abandonment, even in healthy relationships, why some apologize for everything, why others struggle to express emotions at all. The child never truly disappeared. They just grew older. Sigmund Freud believed many adult behaviors are rooted in unresolved childhood experiences, buried deep in the unconscious mind. And Carl Jung believed that the parts of ourselves we ignore or suppress in childhood eventually become our shadow, the hidden emotional side we carry unconsciously into adult life. Maybe that's why certain situations trigger emotions that feel bigger than the moment itself. A small rejection suddenly feels unbearable. Being ignored feels deeply painful. Criticism feels personal. Because sometimes the adult isn't reacting alone. The inner child is reacting too. And one of the saddest things about growing up is realizing many people were taught to survive emotionally before they were ever taught how to heal. Some children became adults who never learned how to rest, only how to worry. Some became people pleasers because keeping others happy once felt emotionally safer than expressing themselves honestly. Some became emotionally distant because vulnerability once led to pain. And others spent their whole lives chasing success, hoping achievement would finally make them feel worthy. But healing begins the moment you stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What happened to me?" Because understanding your childhood isn't about blaming your parents forever. It's about finally understanding yourself with compassion instead of shame. Maybe you weren't too sensitive. Maybe you were emotionally unheard. Maybe you weren't hard to love. Maybe you just learned to survive in places that couldn't love you properly. And maybe becoming an emotionally healthy adult means giving yourself the understanding, patience, and safety you once needed as a child. Because healing isn't becoming someone new. Sometimes it's finally becoming the person you would have been if you had felt safe all along.